Imagine this. The true strategist of today's world might not be the loudest voice, but rather the keenest observer. A genuine leader requires no applause or stage, just a well-thought-out plan. Today, we'll explore two fascinating archetypes: the ENTJ, the innate commander, and the Sigma Male, the lone wolf navigating the social hierarchy. What similarities do they share? What distinguishes them? Could the fusion of these two types produce an unparalleled force of nature? Stick with me as we uncover why this intersection might transform your worldview and your self-perception. Chapter 1. Who is the ENTJ? The ENTJ ranks among the 16 personality types identified by the MBTI, the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator. ENTJ stands for extroverted, intuitive, thinking, judging. In essence, the ENTJ represents the commander archetype. This strategist leads with sharp logic and a resolute focus, driven by an almost compulsive need to impose order on chaos. They are individuals who thrive on planning, unafraid of making difficult choices, and view failures as stepping stones to success. Although often perceived as cold, this perceived coldness stems from emotional efficiency. They steer clear of allowing emotions to cloud their judgment. Elon Musk is often linked to the ENTJ archetype, a visionary, realistic, and relentless when it comes to achieving aims. Chapter 2. Who is the Sigma Male? On the contrasting side, we encounter the mysterious Sigma Male. Rather than leading through charisma like the Alpha or following like the Beta, the Sigma resides outside the social hierarchy. He seeks no leadership roles, nor does he follow. He desires freedom. The Sigma exhibits introversion, strategic thinking, selectiveness in relationships, and strong self-discipline. External validation holds no significance for him, as his worth is defined internally. While he can step into leadership, he chooses to do so only when it aligns with his goals. He prefers to influence without seeking out the limelight. The Sigma truly embodies the man who plays by his own rules. Characters like John Wick, Thomas Shelby, and even Keanu Reeves in real life often epitomize this archetype. Silent, efficient, yet lethal when the situation calls for it. Chapter 3. Common ground between ENTJ and Sigma. Now that we've explored both sides, let's delve into commonalities. And trust me, the shared traits might surprise you. Brutal independence. Both ENTJs and Sigmas despise reliance on others. They are self-sufficient in both emotional and financial aspects. ENTJs construct empires, while Sigmas devise escape routes. Yet both accomplish these endeavors on their own. Strategic intelligence. Neither is reactive. They are proactive instead. ENTJs map their battlefield, while Sigmas foresee the challenge before it arises. Every action is a thoughtful decision, grounded in long-term visions. High self-confidence. Their confidence is subtle yet powerful. ENTJs enter rooms exuding authority. Sigmas sit quietly yet dominate the atmosphere. This confidence, however, is not arrogance but a deep self-assurance. Goal-oriented mindset. The ENTJ turns aspirations into key performance indicators. The Sigma transforms purpose into a lifestyle. Both rise with intention and execute with discipline, valuing time as a currency to spend wisely. Rejection of mediocrity. Both each find solace in discomfort. They challenge themselves beyond the average, even when no one is observing. Their competition lies not with others, but rather with their own potential. Leadership potential. ENTJs lead with clear plans and inspiration. Sigmas guide through example and an air of mystery. The former commands, the latter compels. Nevertheless, both are figures others choose to follow. Rational detachment. They recognize emotions yet do not idolize them. ENTJs keep feelings in check while focusing on their strategy. Sigmas remain detached to avoid being swayed by emotions. They feel but aren't ruled by these feelings. Selective social energy. Neither engages in superficial interactions. ENTJs forge strong networks. Sigmas cultivate genuine connections. Both curate their networks with the same care a CEO assigns to their team. Chapter 4. Crucial differences. But where do their paths diverge? This part gets fascinating. 1. Extroversion versus introversion. ENTJs thrive on social interaction. They invigorate by directing people, shaping group dynamics, leading large movements. Conversely, Sigmas draw strength from solitude. They recharge on their own, quietly observing, acting only when it's necessary. 2. Status seeking versus status dismissal. ENTJs chase high positions, not for validation but for influence. They perceive status as an essential tool. In contrast, Sigmas wholly dismiss social hierarchies. To them, ascending is irrelevant. They quietly pave their own unique paths. External versus internal motivation. An ENTJ seeks tangible results. A business constructed, influence amassed, missions completed. A Sigma, however, focuses on alignment with his own values. The reward isn't recognition, it's peace. 4. Leadership style. ENTJs operate with structured direction and defined hierarchies. They delegate, supervise, and scale operations. Sigmas embody informal leaders. They don't issue commands, they establish standards. People follow not out of obligation, but out of regard for the Sigma's quiet expertise. 5. Conflict engagement. ENTJs embrace confrontation when necessary. They capitalize on friction to forge clarity. Sigmas tend to sidestep conflict. They prefer to navigate around it stealthily. Yet if pushed into a corner, they attack with precision. 6. Social visibility. ENTJs play an overt role on the field. Speeches, debates, negotiations. Those are their domains. Sigmas thrive in the shadows, making their impact felt without bells and whistles. Their influence is subtle, yet profound. 7. Life philosophy. ENTJs aim to conquer. They set goals, crush them, and swiftly move on. Sigmas, however, delight in understanding. They value the richness of the journey more than the prestige of reaching the finish line. Chapter 5. When an ENTJ gains Sigma traits. Now consider this. What happens when an ENTJ, wielding immense force, adopts the quiet strengths of a Sigma? It's akin to merging social savvy with deep introspective awareness, a rare yet lethal blend. A leader who shuns the spotlight, but when he enters it, commands attention. A strategist who knows when to act and when to observe. An ENTJ who conquers the world while employing quiet tactics and surgical precision. This formation is rare. However, it could symbolize the evolved archetype of our era, the social strategist. Chapter 6. Why it matters. In a world where everyone yells, the soft speaker garners attention. Amidst countless show-offs, discipline earns respect. Whether an ENTJ seeking depth or a Sigma desiring influence, self-awareness is key. The finest players in the world often remain unnoticed yet profoundly self-aware. ENTJ or Sigma, what truly matters is understanding yourself and how to harness that knowledge to forge something meaningful. So, how do you view the clash between the commander and the lone wolf? Share your thoughts below on which archetype resonates with you, ENTJ or Sigma, or perhaps you find a blend of both within you. If you found value in this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more insights, and click the notification bell for updates on content that challenges your perspective. And remember, those who master the mind game excel in the game of life. Know yourself, master yourself, lead.